and welcome back to our true ending route of We Know the Devil, in this our series, The Devil We Know. Hi, I'm Juliet.
And Kavita.
And this time, I think for the pitch, you should just go back to any of the other, start at the beginning of the route. You missed so much.
Maybe we'll pick the series up almost at the end of it, yeah.
So, one thing we haven't decided is who's doing what voices this time?
I do have an idea. Oh, well, I have preferences.
Great.
I have enjoyed playing Venus and Neptune quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like your Jupiter more than I like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that works. If that's what works for you, it works for me.
Okay, so I'm Jupiter in narration.
Yeah.
And you're Venus and Neptune.
Yeah, and then when Venus and Neptune are together, we can figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 Venus and Neptune scenes in our version of this route.
Yes.
So we will we'll figure it out there.
Yeah.
We are drenched in sunscreen and bug spray and incense. We feel gross, look gross, smell gross. We're sunburned and bug-bitten, and behind us is the devil, every annoyance of summer nipping at our heels. Being in the Summer Scouts sucks incredibly. The cabins are stuffy, the beds are gross, the food is grosser, the counselors only sing about Jesus, lowercase j, and they won't let us have a transformation sequence. So the very first episode of this show, we talked about this line. Because I think I go, they won't let us have a transformation sequence, because I was really surprised by it, given what limited context I had. And these days, I'm like, oh, a transformation sequence is a bunch of things. It is quite literally like an opportunity for you to evolve into a future self, but it also represents you coming into terms, or like coming into your own, or just becoming equipped with the power to deal with problems in your environment, or especially a new dramatic and traumatic problem in your environment. And the suppression of the transformation sequence is also a suppression of the tools we need with which to live an okay life and survive and not be manipulated and hurt and oppressed. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes sense, and it's very interesting, and I would never have called it out on my own.
We can't wait until a week from now when the 3 of us are home in our beds. We won't have to think about what we do or don't deserve, and we can leave cleaning up the devil to someone else. Ow. Ow.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Oh, totally. Totally fine. Ooh. Ow.
Are you sure? It looked so bad.
No, it's nothing. It's okay.
It literally looks like it fucking killed you.
I totally promise I am still alive.
Okay. Don't fall asleep with a concussion. If you do, I'm calling 911.
I won't.
Do, please, take me with you.
Laughing off a head injury isn't all that Jupiter's good at. She has the best grades in class, and coaches make her starter on whatever team has the most pressing need for someone who can do sports. She's a perfect role model, except for how she always misses the winning goal, and she always blanks on the last question. She leads when no one else wants to, which is always. Jupiter clutches her head. It hurts a lot. She thinks about hands gently pressing into her temples. It's a relaxing thought until she feels the texture of fingers on her scalp. Jupiter snaps a hair tie against her wrist. Are we late already?
I think we left pretty early.
We've been walking for a long time, though.
I don't think so. Maybe. Not that long. Too whispery. Well, not too terribly long.
One of the questions that I think has been already answered in our previous discussions and our previous routes, but is still for some reason like attaching itself to me, is the question of whether or not these girls are effectively in a sort of state of purgatory. That purgatory that we call hell, in the sense of like a no exit. They've been walking a long time. They've emerged back in this story. I've talked before about the idea of Jupiter's head injury indicating something specifically, especially from the Venus route. But this like emergence and question of where they've been and why they're late perhaps doesn't matter, but it does leave me like wondering,
Mm-hmm. Well, the demo answers that.
Great. I thought that that might be the case. And I think we can spoil here, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So after we finish the true ending, we will be revisiting the story in the aptly named We Know the Demo. I suppose we should
for a very
call
special
that
episode of what we will of course be calling The Demo We Know.
Thank you. I really appreciate you hitting that joke out of the park.
I guess it's been kind of a while.
We're not late already, are we? Jupiter, you already asked that question.
Absolutely. It's 6:06.
Which some people say is the devil's number. Why?
Oh no. No, I'm not getting my Venus voice right. Hang on.
You're my Venus. Venus sounds like this. It goes.
I don't think she does. I mean, I think she can, but that's not my take on Venus.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing a lot of voice acting since the last time we recorded, which is a surprising thing to say, but it's true. And I found a stunningly incredible like method way of acting, which is to just say either like the character's name or strongly identifying characteristic of them at the beginning of each sentence. And so if you want to sound like a vampire, you say vampire at the beginning of the sentence, and then you say the line like that. Or if you want to be the king's very cool husband from the Grandees in the South, Pasqualo, you say Pasqualo, and then you say your line, right? I don't know if that would work with Venus.
I think the thing is, I'm just like losing track. I know what the voice is, and it's not hard to do. I just lost track. Like if I find it once, I'll have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, where is Venus? It's like low in the throat and like soft but not whispery. It's like, I don't think we're too late. Yeah, there it is. I got it.
Great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it's between Lunaterra and Mercury.
Probably. I haven't ever voiced those characters, but
that's an astronomical joke.
Oh. Good job. It sure is, isn't it?
It's out of this world. I think Neptune is the next line, though.
Yep. Told you so.
Idiot, heart, jerk face. Ugh, how much longer are you in Summer Scouts for?
Resting witch face. Another week. Fuck my life. This is the worst.
I will pray everyone dies.
Stop giving me false hope.
I like the idea of praying that everyone dies. Like, we're pretty close. I'm pretty sure. We have to be. I have to get a little more tomboy energy into Jupiter.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's fine as long as we're not the last one there, right?
Wow. I think you got it. I think you really got it.
Hell yeah. It is utterly assured that they are already there because they did not have to do any of the complete bullshit we just did. I'm genuinely resting witch face. I'm genuinely sorry for my horrible life.
Idiot, heart, jerk face. Happy hunting, Lamau.
Fuck you.
For what it's worth, I don't think I've ever said FML to say, like, fuck. I mean, like, if I ever say that out loud, I think I only ever say fuck my. Or, sorry, I only say FML.
Yeah.
Is similarly, I. Even when I'm typing it, I always pronounce it Lamau.
Yeah. I have
I
that
hope
for
I'm
Lamau, but
accurate.
not for FML, I guess.
makes
Mostly
sense.
because I don't say it, so I guess that's my instinct is to translate it.
Absolutely true. That is also not a acronym I use. I use Lamau all the time. I just want the listener at home and you, Kavi, to know that I'm just saying the word Lamau.
I appreciate it.
Neptune didn't tell us because she was too busy talking with her friends. Not like us, her friends. And doesn't care how much trouble we get into. Or maybe she didn't want us to worry for as long as we didn't have to worry. It's kind of a Jupiter thing to do. Neptune is very kind, or possibly super mean, and hates us. But that's okay. She's really funny. Neptune looks in no way like she's supposed to be here. But that's why she's here, of course. For a moment, she's about to say something, but it catches in her throat, and she coughs instead.
Oh, over there.
Where?
See? That light.
I don't see anything.
It's right there?
So, it really is right there. Like, all of it.
Yeah,
It's
they hand
right
all
in the
three
tra-
of them to you right at the beginning.
And, like, I know this, and I still didn't know it was this early. I thought we got them, like, Bonfire Captain era. Huh.
Yeah,
Wild.
it's over here.
And there's the bonfire. We're not. Yeah, it's right around there, right? A
Probably,
little
yeah.
tomboyish, right? Yeah. I know it's right side voice rather than a left side voice. We're not too late. No. Because my narrator voice ends up coming back up here where like my natural resting voice is.
Uh-huh.
So I've got to figure out a way to go like down to Jupiter, but it's different from the way I would do Neptune.
I feel like the difference is, like, Jupiter is naturally expressive and Neptune is deliberately expressive. Like, you know,
mm,
and I think this is true for, when contrasting Venus and Neptune too, where it's like, when I read a Venus line, I just kind of let the intonation happen. But with Neptune, I'm always paying attention to which words I emphasize in a way, like, to make it sound as bitchy as possible.
mhm.
Um,
Jupiter isn't Pluto, Saturn, or Luna Terra. Jupiter is 1415.
that could be her age, even. Who knows?
You're right. We're
She's
not
probably
too...
older than that. She's probably like 17 or 18.
No, I just have to make sure I don't do a bad Jack to Key. Mostly because the accent. We're not too late, right?
Uh,
Do we... I'm hovering over the skip button.
we can get through it.
You want it? Okay.
I don't think we need to rehash every single piece of content in this game. I think
Right.
the opening scene was fun to do to find our voices.
Oh, by we can get through it, you don't mean let's just play through it quickly. You mean let's fast forward.
Yeah, we can punch through
Okay.
it. We can fast forward through a bunch of this stuff.
Great. Ha ha.
I'm quite happy to go to the first choice.
Ha ha. Group Wests, finally. Yeah. That's enough. Do you think it's symbolic that we actually make our first choice in 7 p.m.? Like the 7 circles of hell?
Maybe. I couldn't tell you.
He was pretty mad, huh? Well, it was still on fast forward. We got there. Here, Venus.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, look who it is.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
Group South doesn't really look the same, but we can't remember their names or tell the difference between them, which is super mean of us. No wonder they hate our guts. You guys got the lake sirens. We got the forest sirens. You guys got the lake sirens. You should check your own sirens. You guys got the lake sirens. You should leave.
I'm in love with these voices.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. The bonfire captain.
So good.
The bonfire captain told us these ones, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, why are you lying to our faces? Do we look completely stupid? Yeah.
That's what he said. Venus must have heard him wrong. That's what he said. He said Venus would screw it up again. That's what he said. Venus sucks and should go home immediately.
These 3 people are from entirely different regions of America.
Uh-huh. But the thing is, the thing no one tells you about the Midwest is, it's, what's the phrase? A melting pot?
Aha.
You have your Midwestern Valley girls. You have your Midwestern guys
New
from
Yorkers?
Jersey. Yeah. Group South does everything perfectly and is the fucking worst. The best kids in a camp for bad kids are absolutely certain to be the fucking worst. Okay. Kavi
We have drawn up a whole list of the choices we want to make in this route. And our first one is Venus and Jupiter at the radio tower, which is the bottom thing here.
Venus and Jupiter. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Stay. Where are you going? Stay. The bonfire captain said. Stay? Come on, guys.
Why are you all such idiots? Why do you think we're gonna be as stupid as you are and believe the stupid things you are saying? Why are you unable to follow basic instructions or hear things that people say?
I love those three questions. It's as though she's like facing each head of the Hydra and asking a different question. That it's still to all three of them, but
Yep.
Group South turns around. Hey, Neptune. Hey, Neptune. Hey, Neptune.
You are exactly as ugly as each other. It's scarily accurate. How long did you have to practice to coordinate that?
This is one of my favorite Neptunes of the entire game.
It's so fucking good. Like, that face is fantastic.
And this is like the perfect idea of like Neptune is very kind, or maybe possibly really mean. And either way, she's really funny.
I am truly in awe that it's possible for you all to have done this every single day for a month.
Okay, so it does seem like this is a 4-week camp.
Yeah, that seems right.
We're at like roughly the beginning of the 4th week.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
I was so sure one day you were going to slip up and one of you would be accidentally identifiable, but consider me defeated. As expected of our top group this year, though, I thought that I was underestimating, but I'm so deeply ashamed of myself for doubting you for even.
Neptune dies out by the time we reach the next siren. She'll be okay.
Yeah. Maybe we should go check, though?
It's fine. We get to the siren and we do the thing. Jupiter pushes up Venus and he climbs up to get the switch at the top.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm really sorry.
I know. I know.
I really don't like them.
They're kind of fuckers.
Ha. They're very popular, though.
You think so? Man, I don't like them. Does anyone really like them?
No, not really. Not even the captain likes them. They like you, though, don't they?
I guess. I don't know. Actually, I don't think they do. Sometimes they're a little bit funny, but I don't actually like their humor too much. This sounds weird, but I kind of hang out with them so they'll leave me alone. Maybe that doesn't make much sense.
No, it kind of doesn't.
Jeez. I kind of knew you'd say that. You know how sometimes kids bully each other because they don't know how to say they like someone?
Yeah, a little.
God, just the Venus stare on that line,
Uh-huh.
like, are you about to bully me? It's which is the like, are you about to confess something? But in the form of, are you about to confess something using the vector of gendered violence? um
I always thought that they maybe also had to hate you a little to do that, though.
See? You get it. I said that was Venus laughing, yeah.
But I wish they'd leave me alone. Or I guess I meant more like, that sucks. And I wish we didn't have to, or I could talk to them and they wouldn't hate me.
Oh. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it's really not working out for me either.
It doesn't. Well, it does a little.
8 p.m. Some people call that the devil's number.
That seems untrue.
Yeah, it's like the number of tentacles Ursula has.
Uh-huh.
And what are the girls that we're following here but poor unfortunate souls?
I'm always saying this. Many people have said this about the protagonist, We Know the Devil.
I'm too tickled by my extremely dumb joke. But I'm imagining the world in which that is truly said about them. And I'm just sitting here being like, why does everyone keep talking about the song from Little Mermaid in relation to the devil we know? Anyways, the road there is through the woods, but not far. We just follow the sirens to where they're covered in vines and their lights don't work so well anymore.
It's fine.
It's fine. We still can't quite believe it's a house humans are supposed to spend a night in. It has electricity, unbelievably, and also illegally because it could likely burn it down and kill everyone.
Eat Venus face.
I don't remember ever seeing this Venus face in the entire rest of the story.
It comes up a couple times. I think there's one where when she asks Jupiter if Jupiter lost her nerve.
Mm-hmm.
In the
right, in the closet. Yeah. That makes sense. Hey, what is it?
I'm trying to think of something positive to say, but can't. It's a work of actual art. I'm truly impressed.
I love these situations where Jupiter's the only one smiling.
Venus is. I love Venus and Neptune's shared bitchy expressions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In all kinds of ways.
Seriously, I'm in awe. No ordinary idiot built this cabin. An ordinary idiot would have given up long before this. It takes a truly extraordinary idiot to keep it something he has no idea how to do. I pray we never have to meet him.
Prayer. I think the only people who've mentioned prayer twice now is Neptune.
Someone mentioned it to Neptune.
Right. Oh.
What?
I was just thinking. It's like guaranteed the captain built it, right?
If you tell a joke with a face that straight, someone impressionable like you... No, hang on. Sorry, that's too hybrid. If you tell a joke with a face that straight, someone impressionable like Venus is going to believe you and be terrified for the rest of their life.
I'm totally serious. Can't you imagine how proud the captain would be of himself? He'd never think he was doing a single thing wrong, right? There's like half a dozen horrifying shacks here. He must have had so much fun.
God, hold me, please. You've chilled me to the depths of my soul.
Okay. Do you ever ask your friend to hold you and that they've chilled you to the depths of your soul? Like, both to like pun on the joke that they're making and to elude something?
Uh,
And then Jupiter is extremely scared. Response to Neptune asking her to hold her. Jupiter snaps her hair tie against her wrist. Immediate response to stimuli.
there's something wrong with the lock.
Is it broken? I don't hear any static. It really is broken.
That's so dangerous. No one would leave it unlocked like that, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
They could have broken it and not told anyone. That'd be just like Group East. Think Group South was here last? Or them, or anyone. They're all jerks who'd rather let the next group take the fall than fix it, so what does it matter which one it was?
The crystal and whisker look fine. It looks like someone tried to tape it together. But it must have come loose.
Could have already been like this, but this kind of charm doesn't break that easily, I think. You just need to make sure the wire is securely touching the galena.
Jupiter relaxes slightly. She's more worried about the devil than any of us. But all of us are worried. Though, not that worried. Humans are much more likely to kill you than the devil is. Statistically.
Jupiter and Neptune at the shack, which is again the bottom choice here.
Mm-hmm. I would like to apply this sentence adverb of statistically, not to much more likely, but the method of killing. Humans are much more humans
are much more likely to kill you
in a statistical way than the devil is to kill you in a statistical way. Anyways, so yeah, Jupiter plus Neptune.
I guess I'll come. Venus, plug my phone in.
This is the second line that I feel like is new, but I don't think can be new.
It is not, no. I think it's just been a while since we've seen this scene, because we played Venus, Jupiter both times last.
Right. Oh. Cool.
I mean, if you're that insistent, I don't want to look like a jerk by saying no.
These gay girls. Rad. Hey, are you good, Venus? Hey, Venus, are you good? Venus, are you good? Have you been good?
Yeah, I'll unpack.
Venus, who's like, okay, I guess I'm the wingman here. Like, okay, you two go look for some wires.
Venus is deeply unimpressed with Jupiter for not capitalizing on this, and it's very funny.
Holler if you need anything. This place looks like it was a greenhouse once, like the Garden of Eden. But at some point it was filled with furniture, like the Garden of Eden. Like someone tried to live here and gave up, like the Garden of Eden. Or died because it was a fucking greenhouse.
Like the Garden of Eden.
Have I ever talked about my theory of the murders of Cain and Abel?
No.
Or the relationship of Cain and Abel, the origin of that. Are you familiar with the classic myth of Cain and Abel?
I'm not.
Do you mind if I tell you a Bible story?
Go for it. I would love to hear a Bible story from you,
Cain
specifically.
and Abel, thank you, two of Adam and Eve's children, sometimes implied to be their earliest two sons. Some of the stuff in Genesis just doesn't make sense, and we just gotta keep going with it. So Cain is basically a farmer, growing agriculture, produce, crops, vegetables, right?
Mhm.
And this is just after the Garden of Eden, but like we tend to associate it very closely with the garden. Abel, on the other hand, is a hunter, who is, going and killing and getting meat for, eating and everything else. And so they kind of represent two different ideas. Cain, to a modern Christian, is like on a scale of bad people. Judas and Lucifer are tied at the top, and then Cain is just like 3 rungs down. People hate Cain. Like the mark of Cain is this idea of this terrible thing that is like following you and stuff. And so the Lord is asking for sacrifices, right? And Cain brings his vegetables that he's put in a lot of hard labor to grow and everything, and provides them for the Lord, and sacrifices them for the Lord. And Abel brings these animals that he's been raising, and has slaughtered, and provides this slaughtered animal that he raised for the Lord. And the Lord looks upon the two of them and praises Abel and says, "Oh, Abel, you are like dutiful and just and correct and kind and great and have like performed correctly," and looks upon Cain and says, "Cain, you have sinned in the eyes of the Lord. You are like unjust, unworthy, unloved, you've done the bad thing. You've sinned." Like quite literally the idea of, if Eve's temptation is the like origin of sin, Cain is the first one to be particularly chastised for another sin, like an actual action. And the action in question, you could say, "Oh, but the Lord needs, this sort of thing." And so Cain reflects on this and then murders Abel.
Right, with a rock.
And then the Lord eventually asks Cain, like, "Hey, where's Abel?" And that's where we get the phrase, brother's keeper. Like, "Oh, what am I, my brother's keeper? Am I not my brother's keeper?" Etc. From this origin. And Cain is cast out, and all of his kind and all of his descendants will be branded with, quote, the mark of Cain. And Cain goes off to do a civilization elsewhere. How that works, hand wave it, whatever. And so people always think, okay, Cain is the first murderer, right? That this act represents the origin of murder, and that Cain was like jealous and like clearly full of sin. Like this was a sign of just how far things had fallen once you leave the Garden of Eden, right? Once you leave this like perfect world, a reflection of the knowledge of good and evil comes concomitantly with this terrible sin, and murder. The thing that I think we tend to miss, and the thing that I've never in my entire life seen another person talk about, is within whose eyes Cain's acts are a sin, and under what authority figure the idea of this murder was proposed. And I am not saying that murder is good. I do not think murder is good. Just wanted to say for the record. But if you're the first humans and murder has never happened before, what is the precedent that Cain sees before him? He sees, oh, it is right and good under the eyes of the Lord to kill the thing that you care for, to kill the living thing that you have like raised and put love into, and to slaughter it and sacrifice it in front of the Lord. And that to not do so, not only is that like good to do, to not do so, to find other things that you could do, to find the slow and steady approach to, some positivity in the world is in fact a sin. That's what the Lord has told him. And so is it of any surprise that Cain, not raising livestock of his own, the way Abel has, that Cain looks and says, oh, well, I clearly must. And murders Abel, fulfilling the precedent and law that it appears that the Lord has spoken.
This is exactly like computer programming.
Is it?
Yes.
Just like the Garden of Eden?
Yeah, it's this particular part is like computer programming in that always you are facing the consequences of people of the things you're programming doing exactly what you told them to.
Sure.
In ways you didn't anticipate.
But having reflected on that, let's go back to the fun gay scene. There is a bed that was probably very nice, but now it is growing poppies, and blue mushrooms are growing out of a lampshade by the nightstand. So we suppose the shack is now a greenhouse again. Neptune searches a beautiful, enormous dresser, nurturing an ivy with white, bell-shaped flowers, while Jupiter brushes leaves away to open the doors of a tasteful kitchen cabinet. Huh. There's a new kind of lily in each shelf.
That's Yuri to me. This place is honestly the weirdest.
That's Yuri to me. Really. Here, come look.
Oh, wow.
That's Yuri to me.
So true.
The slide of when your sprite slides over so that you're overlapping with someone else's sprite.
I'm revising my opinion. Maybe the captain is a true genius.
Do you think he did this?
I hope not. Then I'd have to like him.
Oh, here. You should see this one. The wood is warped or rotting, which we knew before she put her weight on it, but didn't know well enough because the door and then half the cabinet and then the whole cabinet slough away. We pull each other out of the way. The collapse of the cabinet sounds like the wet wood yawning and screaming for a full minute.
Are you okay?
Oh. Yeah. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I was just... For a moment, it was the funniest thing in the entire world. I mean, of course, right? I just walk in here and without even trying, instantly cause the biggest possible disaster to happen. Just like the Garden of Eden. It was so pretty, too. And now it's just impossible to put back together. Ever.
Just like the Garden of Eden.
Maybe I'm a genius at getting things wrong, too.
It is absolutely gone forever, Jupiter.
I know, but I should have...
Jupiter, I promise on a stack of Bibles it's not your fault, and I will slap your face if you say it was. I will punch you in the face for every word you say.
That's Yuri to me.
Extremely
That's Yuri
true.
to Jupiter.
That's Yuri to Jupiter.
Yeah. I'm glad we both got there. Yeah.
It's Yuri to Neptune. I am so for real.
Huh? Thank you. I wasn't really going to say it was my fault, I mean. I promise. Neptune takes her hands off Jupiter's shoulders. We look around. Jupiter snaps her hairband against her wrist. For a moment after, it feels like we're holding each other. We can feel the hands, like they're right there, in the air.
Good. I mean, like, aren't you doing fine? Aren't you trying harder than literally everyone else here? You're so chill about everyone's bullshit, it makes me so mad, and then you won't extend even the slightest of that chill to yourself, and that makes me even so madder. Can't you just be a little less good?
I promise. I promise to try, at least. I promise to try, at least. Well, sort of.
God. Ugh.
Ugh.
Neptune's fantastic.
I love them.
They're both very sweet.
We're supposed to sleep in shifts, but no one actually told us how we're supposed to do that. Who can fall asleep in an instant and wake up an instant on demand? Not us. Venus has a hard time falling asleep, and Jupiter has a hard time waking up, and Neptune is great at both on no one's schedule but her own? Jupiter is bad at waking up, and Venus is bad at falling asleep, and Neptune is fantastic at both on no schedule but her own.
I think you got all the elements right.
Yeah. One way or the other, sleeping sounds like too much work, so we're not going to do it.
If we had one more, we could play euchre. Is there anything fun to play with 3 people?
So I love this scene, but in the interest of getting through more, are you good to fast forward? Do you think?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Venus and Neptune for Truth or Dare? Is that correct?
Yes. Above.
Top option. Listener at home, you remember all of the Truth or Dare setup?
Fine. Oh, are we reading this one?
Yes. Who am I? It's up to you who I read.
I'll take Venus.
Great. Let's see. I'm trying to find my Neptune. It's slightly more insistent. It's slightly more femme, but in a natural and honestly exhausted sort of way. And then you just have to bring the judgment back to the person you're looking at. So it's right here. Fine. You then.
Me? Dare.
Seriously?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Your entire camp experience is defined by someone making you do something awful, and you want to pick Dare?
But you won't, right?
Venus? That is the most dangerous thing you have ever said, and it explains everything about why terrible stuff happens to you all of the time.
Oh.
So, do you want to pick something else?
But truth is way worse?
Oh, Jupiter speaks up here.
Yeah.
I forgot. Truth is just embarrassing, but with a dare you could get hurt, right? See? Jupiter gets it.
Would you pick truth too?
Absolutely. I don't want to move or do anything. And there's nothing you can think of to ask me that would be embarrassing.
I think I still want to pick it there. Excuse me. I think I still want to pick it there. Damn it. I think I still want to pick dare, though. I mean, it's kind of like Jupiter said. Truth is embarrassing and dares could get you hurt. Getting hurt is way less scary.
That's almost pretty clever. But what if I dared you to do something really embarrassing?
Well, oh.
I could make you. Let's see. I could make you wear a skirt, or run around the lake, or call Group South the worst thing you could think of. These are so boring and obvious, too. Think if I had some imagination, Venus. It can get so much worse.
This too is Yuri.
Being awful is so trivial. It's easy beyond easy.
Should I pick truth then?
Tell me who you have a crush on. What's your worst fear? Who do you hate the most? See, this is so easy. Get it? I can. I can. Are you okay?
It doesn't matter which I pick?
You're still at their mercy. It's a bad game.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to...
You can't just apologize. Wait. I got it. I dare you to not say sorry for the rest of the night. Oh my god.
I can do that.
Can he, though? No, it's perfect. It'll fix something annoying, and this will make everyone's life easier. And all of us win.
Is it really annoying?
You shouldn't have to apologize for things you don't need to apologize for.
Sorry. Whoops.
So, what happens now? Nothing, because this game is stupid and sucks, and forget it.
Sorry. That was... on purpose? Jokes?
Seriously, though, do stop. Which is itself like a reverse of the Garden of Eden.
Just unlike the Garden of Eden.
Because Venus needs to unlearn the knowledge of good and evil.
Damn, so true.
Which is what represents
I said that like I
apology.
didn't acknowledge it, but you're actually right. That is true.
It always seems like the sun will never set until we look up and find it already has. The sirens buzz a little louder now. They always buzz louder at night. The devil is weak and humans are strong, and that is the way it always has been. Like the Garden of Eden. Even a kid can kill the devil. All she has to do is try. Ugh.
I'm bored.
I forgot that you're Neptune.
We should make the rounds, maybe? We should do something else.
We should make the rounds.
Or we could do something else.
Come on, we have to. It might be nothing, but if we don't check, we'll get in trouble. Or die. You know. Jupiter pulls herself up by her radio. It's long and thin and delicate, but then there's that awful weight at the end. Let's all go. Bring your radios.
And leave everything else?
Yeah, why not? It's not like anyone's gonna steal it.
What if he comes by when we're gone?
That's true.
Who cares?
The captain? A lot, probably. I know.
It's not good for one of us to be alone.
Thesis statement for the whole game.
Uh-huh. That's why there shouldn't be 3 of us in the first place. This is such a joke. It makes sense for 2 people to go out and 1 to stay here. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, we should do something else, actually. Truth or dare again?
Oh, come on! After all that? You already convinced me! Sirens are louder tonight. I can definitely hear something.
No, forget it. I don't want to. Let's just not. He's never gonna know. And tonight's just gonna turn out to be another night where nothing happens, right? I don't want to. Let's just stay here as Jupiter and Neptune's hands are touching. Let's just stay here.
That's what I was saying! What if the captain comes and checks on us? Nah, he's going home with his girlfriend or whatever she is tonight. Irresponsible. Gross. Whatever, it's so him. He's not going to bother us, and even if he did, we could say we were totally just about to, or we already did, and how's he gonna know? Cool. Good.
Jupiter sits down and gently leans her radio against the wall. It's an easy and correct choice to make. It would have been nice to go together, but we can't. We should do the irresponsible thing and stay in the sleeping bags and piles of clothes until we're happy. Like the Garden of Eden. Here come the sirens, which don't appear in the Garden of Eden. That's more of a, the Odyssey sort of thing.
So true. No, ow, they're so loud. God, why won't he shut up?
But God has spoken on that unmistakable frequency. 2 of us have to go. 1 has to stay.
So often when we first worked out the math for this, I remember you either DMing me or like tweeting something like, God, there really is just no way to balance this, right? Like it doesn't come out evenly.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't say anything because I couldn't have told you about this. But there it is.
I was wondering, looking over our script, we haven't scripted our bits that we're doing, our script for which choices we're gonna make. Like Kavi mentioned, the map that she had made, and I was like, I am confident that we all go out, like we split up and go, like at least once, if not twice, in between like Truth or Dare and the shots. And I was like, I guess Kavi knows this game better than I do. Part of this exploration and this experience is putting my like trust and faith in you, even when I think I know something, like trusting that you know it better.
I'm flattered.
Which is very unlike the Garden of Eden and might count as a type of Yuri. Which is to say, we should choose this bottom one, right? New content for us.
Let's do it.
Also, if the game ends here, if this is the true ending, this is going to be such an incredible fake out for me. Like, if you've written in what the next 3 choices are after this, and those just don't show up, that would be such a powerful swerve. I think that highly of you. I believe in your ability to set up that bit.
Uh-huh.
And then